Hold on,
Here.
man.
We're live. We're going. Let's talk about
No,
the
all
Guardians.
right. No, I gotta go. I can't stick around, but I will
Hey,
say, a handful.
hey,
I will. Paul Carswell is going to give you a handful of things. I'm not even stat check today. I'm Paul Carswell because I'm just not. So I'm going to give you a few things to start off your day to think about. In the world of NFL, I want to say my condolences to Tua and his family because that boy got rocked and his head is ringing. It'll be ringing for the rest of the year.
Well, don't say condolences like he passed away or something.
He didn't, but that boy's season's over.
Yeah, you might be right about
that. The Browns, we'll wait and see. I'm not making any predictions there. As for NBA,
not even for Sunday.
The Browns, we'll see. I'm giving my quick. The Browns, we'll see where you take us. You got to prove me to want to believe that you can do it this year. I think you can, but you got to prove it to me still. NBA, Cavs season starts in a couple weeks. Pretty excited for that. I didn't watch much basketball in the past couple of years because of political turmoil and just wasn't interested in it. But we got Donovan Mitchell now, so the Cavs, good job for the Cavs. Give me a reason to want to watch you again. As for the MLB, the wild card race on the AL side is pretty much locked up. It's just all juxtapositioning for the 4, 5, 6 spots. The Rays, the Jays, and the who's the last team? Dang it. I know this.
If I'm the Guardians, I'd
Mariners. The Rays, the Jays, and the Mariners, they're all trying to fight for who's going to play in the wild card versus each other for a home field advantage for the first round or versus the Indians or Guardians. I don't want to play the Mariners, even though they've been trash the past 2 weeks. I just don't want to play them. They got our number this year. I would love to see the Jays or the Rays, especially the way we've been stomping the Rays this past series. They got, I mean, just not stomping, but it's
Rays
like
owned us for years. We struggle.
Hey, this is my 2 minutes. This is my 2 minutes. It's not stomping, but it is like a Greco-Roman headlock that we end up putting them in the 8th inning in the past 2 games, and it's wonderful to watch. That's playoff baseball being played right now. So that's really cool. And then for the NL. The Dodgers are just unreal. The Braves picked up a new pitcher. If anyone has a chance to stop the Dodgers, the Braves, just because of the track record they have, but likely we'll probably see the Dodgers in the World Series. And the Padres, Juan Soto is supposed to be that dude. I just hope he wakes up in the postseason. But
pitching. Paul.
Yeah. It comes down to pitching. I mean, Trevor Stephan gave us a scare yesterday, but still found a way to get out of it. So the Guardians have great pitching, the Mariners have great pitching, the Yankees have a really good bullpen, the Rays have a really good bullpen. I would say, the Blue Jays have the weakest bullpen, and then whoever what was the other team that won the division was the Astros. The Astros have a really good bullpen too. So the AL's coming with really solid candidates. The Dodgers are just stand out. The Braves bullpen's kind of rough. Some of the Padres, they have so much potential. They just haven't put it all together.
Cardinals bullpen. Cardinals, you've been skipping the Cardinals completely.
Cardinals, yeah. Not even their bullpen. Their defense is like their whole field is a Gold Glove. It's crazy. So, I would say, but still, no one in the NL.
The way you're talking, really it sounds like the Guardians. The way you're talking, it sounds like the Guardians don't have a chance in the playoffs.
Let me check this.
That's bold. The Guardians can make it to the World Series. They really can. They have a shot.
You got to leave. Let me check
I gotta go.
Hey, Paul, real quick though, or Papa, maybe he can talk about it. I didn't realize 6 teams made the playoffs now.
Yeah, so this year it's different. Instead of a wild card game, they have 6 teams with 3 wild cards, and there's a wild card series where it's best of 3. All 3 games are played at home. So right now, the Guardians are in third because we have the 3rd best record of the 3 winning divisions. So we're playing the worst wild card team, and they'll play 3 games in Cleveland. But the wild card teams are Toronto, Seattle, and Tampa, and their records are all very, very close. So they're fighting for home field advantage at the wild card series. So if Tampa ends up coming in 4th, they'll host the 5th seed wild card team for 3 games at home. So Cleveland won 2 out of 3 against Tampa right now. So that, John, is why I say I'd be fine seeing Tampa in the postseason wild card series. I would be fine seeing Toronto in the postseason wild card series at home, because if we're playing in Cleveland against those 2 teams, I think we're fine. If we were playing in the Rogers Center in Toronto, I'd be scared because that place blows up whenever they do well. But the Mariners, it doesn't matter. We went there. They came here. They got us both times. I think we got lucky on the one game that we won or something. So, yeah. So I just don't want to see the Mariners. And I want to.
All right, so
we have struggled against the Rays, but this last series is going to put a taste in the Guardians' mouth that says we can beat them.
Give me a series prediction.
Okay, so right now it's
Series.
now it's Cleveland. Right now it's Cleveland and Tampa. Oh, you talking about the World Series? So I already said Tampa and I said Atlanta and I want to say the Dodgers. I mean Atlanta and
I think you said Houston.
Houston. I think I did say Houston. I think I said Atlanta, Houston, Atlanta in 6. Because Atlanta's going to if Atlanta gets to see the Dodgers in like the NLCS, I think Atlanta has a chance to take them in 7. And if Atlanta takes them in 7, the Dodgers are more challenging to beat than the Astros. Astros are tough, but I think they'll take the Astros in 6.
That's a hot take. I was writing it down. Yeah, you got to let the audience know.
Yeah.
Well,
and the reason I'm sticking with that is because that's what I said a month ago. And on the teams that we were talking about are still all very much so in the wild card. I would love to see Atlanta take the division. They're about to snake the Mets. Mets are faltering a little bit.
Hey, real quick.
Mets have a really good team. They're just not doing it.
What happened in fantasy? What happened in fantasy baseball?
I don't even want to talk about it. It's the most depressing thing ever to put together 24 solid weeks, coming first in the league, losing the first round I lost in the first round to the 8 seed by 0.05 ERA. Like that was it. Had I tied or won that category, I'd be in the next round. But still,
you went first to 7th.
No, 8th.
8th. Yeah, I finished 9th.
So I lost the next 2 successive rounds, the battle for 5th place and the battle for 7th place. I lost both of those. So I finished in 8th place out of 12, even though I had the best record in the league. So
you guys remember during COVID, our Superstar Baseball experience? That was pretty good, huh?
Oh, that was awesome.
Bringing it back.
I'd be interested. So final note, and then I'm out. Emily and I talked about Christmas trips. We'll be in Cleveland from probably like the 22nd or 23rd to the 26th. I would love to do a little weekend series of Superstar Baseball.
Superstar, I ain't played that.
Three-day home series.
Little 3-day. You could do regular season on Friday.
We have to separate ourselves
on Saturday.
Separate ourselves from the women to do that. That would be good.
What's Micah gonna do?
He'll roll the dice for you.
We get the dice.
I got experience, man. You can bring it my way. I know how to hold a baby.
Cool. All right. Love you guys.
Hey, Paul, for the fans.
Trip around the world.
Paul, for the fans, you gotta let the fans know why you gotta go now and where you're at and what's the reason.
Because I love my wife. I'm in Alabama, though I'm a Clemson fan.
But you're dodging the bullet, right?
How are you?
Hurricane.
Whoa.
Hurricane Ion.
Are you Ohio
Hurricane
State, man? Why are you wearing that shirt?
Because I love my wife.
Man. You see what that is right there? Man, you got to take that off.
It's loyalty, my friend. That's true loyalty. That's 2 becoming 1.
No, that's you switching up.
It's scriptural. Look it up. Thou shalt follow the football team of your wife's alumni. Of your wife's alma mater.
Hell no, she's supposed to be following yours.
That's not how it works.
Pants here.
That ain't how it works.
Hey guys, I got the Mets and the Yankees. I got a Subway Series in my brain.
Oh,
I would love to see that. I would love to see that in the world. And who's winning?
Crazy. New York would go nuts.
Probably Yankees.
I don't know.
I thought you said who's winning, and John said New York.
Nah.
Who's winning? Who's winning? Mets or Yankees?
I'll tell you what, the media would love for that to happen. So I would
love for it to happen. Those are 2 really good teams. This is the best year for those 2 teams to show up in the World Series together.
Mets and the Yankees, the Subway Series.
I would love to see the Mets win. I would love to see the Mets win. I love Frankie Lindor. Pete Alonso's done it 2 years in a row where he's led the league in RBIs.
I like their manager. I like Buck Showalter.
I love
guy's
Joe
a genius.
Showalter, how he's changed the
Genius.
culture there. Brandon Nimmo's a dog. He's just a work hard guy. Jeff
Paul, you gotta
McNeil's.
go.
Edwin
I've got to go.
Diaz.
I
I'll
want to hear
talk to you
John.
guys
I want to
later.
hear John's World Series prediction. So
Happy birthday, John.
I
Hey,
appreciate
Paul,
it, man.
Paul, you want to hear Young Bucks predictions and then go? You got Papa's, you got yours. Here's Bucks.
I got real quick. I got the Dodgers and yeah, probably Atlanta, the Braves.
No, that's a NLCS. That's an NLCS. They're both
They're both National League.
Oh, they're both in the same conference. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
You got Guardians. You got Guardians, Yankees, Rays, Blue Jays,
Houston,
Astros, and
Mariners.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Dodgers and Houston.
All right.
It'd be big to see LA and New York too. That'd be big.
That would be crazy.
Pop, real quick, Pop. You didn't say how many games.
I don't want to.
That's not. It's not how you
I don't
do
want
it,
to.
but okay.
I don't want to.
All right.
Now, you know what? Because it's a media capital there, they'll make it 7. Stretch it out.
I gotta
Get every
go.
nickel
I
out
gotta
of
go.
it.
I gotta go. Love you
Nah,
guys.
you think
See
it's rigged? You think
Peace.
I'm implying that it might be a little bit rigged. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think the NBA is rigged, but that's the conversation for another day. All right. So, what do you think? What do you think about
Well, you
the
got to
Cavs?
introduce the show, my brother. You're in charge.
Oh, well, I mean, we're already got the going. You know, this everybody knows. This is Buck knows. You know, welcome. You know, it's going crazy already. Our sponsor today is brought to you by IX9.shop. That is IX the number 9.shop. Visit IX9.shop for some swaggy, freedom-driven apparel. I have some myself. I ride it. I wear it. It's comfortable. It's nice fabric. Very, very, very worth your dollars. So go get some. Use the code NEXTLEVEL35 for 35% off your next purchase. And again, that's IX9.shop. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, what do you think about the Cavs? Talking about NBA. What do you think about the NBA world right now?
Why don't you give me your take first, and then I'll follow up with yours. Unless you want to throw me in the front of the bus, I can do that.
Oh yeah, I like throw you in the fire right away.
That's fine. Okay, so the NBA itself, I am a bit interested in NBA. My local Cleveland team made some pretty darn good moves over the year, so over the winter, so I'd see what's going on. And to be straight with you, the Black Lives Matter protest stuff have stopped, and that's why I'm watching again. If they go back to political, not hoops, I'm out again. But so the hot talk in the NBA right now, what I heard yesterday was, what's going to happen to the Celtics coach. That seems to be a really hot topic right now. Mm-hmm. Also, you mentioned something about the NBA being fixed. I think there's an element in all the sports has some, a little bit of that to them. So I do like rooting for the underdogs like you. So the Cavs are always been underdog, especially since LeBron departed or wasn't here. So I like to see them do well. I think they're going to do well this year, probably finishing. Oh man, if they win their division, it would be really, really exciting.
ESPN has them ranked 8th in the Eastern.
I'm ranking them higher than that.
Me too.
I'm going to go in the East. I'm going to say they'll finish 5th, maybe 4th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, because D. Mitchell is going to make that much of a difference. Another year of Evan Mobley. He put some weight on. He talked about that. And then I was thinking about their bench, and they added some quality guys on the bench. I was surprised, man. Let me pull it up while I'm talking here. I got 2.
They got Ricky Rubio.
Well, Rubio's back, but he really won't be able to play till December.
But he does something for the locker room. It's not always on the, he's a leader. He's a good leader for the young point guards like Darius Garland and them.
And I'll be honest, I did not respect him prior to him being here, but I
did. I respected him when he was drafted. He was drafted like to the Minnesota Timberwolves. People forget he was like a top 10 pick or something like that.
Dude, I'm respecting what you're saying. I'm just telling you, for me, I didn't respect him back then.
Right.
But when I saw what they picked up, not just Rubio, but you
Caris LeVert.
That's a key.
He's
that guy, he can ball. And then the addition I thought was pretty interesting was Robin Lopez. I
think he's a bum. I don't. I think he's just a big guy.
He's just a big old body, though. And there's times you need at least 10, 15 minutes of a big old body out there. You got 6 fouls, big old body. He'll make a couple buckets. And he's been around. I don't know if he has a ring or not, but I'm sure he's close to something like that. No, I like their roster so much. I think that 8th is an insult.
Right.
I think that they're going to be with the 4th or 5th. And I don't even know who Jamarco Pickett is. Look at this roster.
Who?
Jamarco Pickett, 6'9", 200 pounds. What? Nate Hinton. I don't know these cats, man.
That's probably for like the summer. Like that's probably not the official. Like he probably will go to like 2-way down to D League or.
Your boy Chetty Osman can pour some points in when he and Karis LeVert can score.
Chetty's more of a defensive player. I feel like he's not really a scorer.
What kind of alcohol?
Maybe on the catch and shoot side, I'd say him, Chetty Osman, and Isaac.
Chetty's no defensive player.
Yeah, they're defensive players. Yeah, he's not really an offense. He doesn't even average double digits.
You drunk? Chetty don't play defense.
I mean, he's the guy that's willing. He's. I feel like he's the guy on the team who's willing to put his body on the line.
Hey, it is John's birthday, so you might be right about the drunk.
You know, like Kevin Love. Like he's just a person that's willing to do whatever the team needs him to do. You know what I'm saying? But scoring is not his. He can barely shoot.
Is Kevin Love still even a threat?
Oh yeah, most definitely. He had a great year last year. Actually, he had a great year coming off the bench. He was in contention.
Adam. He was hitting 18, 19, 20 coming off the bench.
Oh wow! Yeah, he was getting back to his Timberwolves.
He almost won 6th man of the year.
Yeah. Well, he's not. He doesn't start, but he's just so good. 25 minutes a night, and
we are in a day and age where you can be 39 and still getting it.
Well, as long as he can shoot, which is what he picked up. The fact is the game's changed. You guys, I could get that's a whole nother discussion. But the game has changed, and Love is very good at the 3, and that was what happened when we won the championship. He was a threat outside. I mean, he had 13 and 7 last year coming off the bench. That's production.
Yep. That's production.
That's really good production.
I'm expecting big things out of Evan Mobley, like most improved player of the year and defensive player of the year this year. Those are two awards I want to see Mobley get.
Adam, real quick thing.
Average 2 blocks.
Kevin Love from 3, 39.2.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, look at Evan Mobley on the defensive side, or if you go look at his blocks a game and all that.
Who, Love?
No, Evan Mobley.
Okay, I'll peek at that real quick. Now, you said somebody else was really good. Who did you just say before? And I'm
I said Karis LeVert.
Oh, LeVert, yeah. No. You said somebody before him.
Rubio.
Rubio. No, okay. I don't know. My brain's good. Oh, you said Chetty. Chetty in defense, but I don't know if I can find anything defensively on a chart here to try to prove itself too. But I'm gonna go to my grave saying Chetty's not really a good defender.
I mean, I don't even know how he's still even on the roster. I mean, I just don't know what he doesn't really do anything like defense.
He averaged 10 points a game.
I mean, how many minutes did he play?
I don't know, but 10 points a game is not bad. I mean, a guy off the bench, he's 6'7", 230.
And he started most of the year. He was the 3. He started.
Okay. Minutes I don't have in this particular. Oh yeah, minutes I've got. He says 1,400 minutes, but I don't know how to really make it relevance right now to what we're doing. But in the games that they listed here, he played 21 minutes, 27 minutes, 26 minutes, 15 minutes. But I'll take 10 points a game. I'm okay with that.
I'm looking for Isaac Okoro to start taking over that spot, that 3 spot.
He's a little bit. Did you notice how much he improved last year?
Yeah. He really improved from his corner 3.
Now he's a defender.
Yeah. He's a defender. I think he's just a super athlete. You know what I'm saying? He can,
You just said it. Now, see, you just said it yourself. Super athlete, defender.
Right.
Chetty's not a super athlete.
Right, but he's good at you don't have to be a super athlete to be good at defense. You just have to be, your IQ just has to be smart. You don't got to be the fastest. You don't got to be the fastest. As long as Paul Pierce wasn't the fastest, but he can score. He can move. He can keep up.
With Paul Pierce?
It's the truth. I don't know. It's just like, he wasn't the fastest. He wasn't the most athletic, but he was a bucket.
I can think of 100 NBA players I'd take before Paul Pierce.
Right. I'm just saying though. I'm just trying to give an example of people who aren't really the most athletic in the room, but can still ball.
Paul Pierce would start a fight with you right now for calling him non-athletic.
I want to say non-athletic, but I mean he's a little athletic.
I just don't get your love for Paul Pierce.
He wasn't jumping out of the gym. He wasn't the fastest guy on the court. He'll be the first one to tell you.
Oh, kind of like you. That's why
I like him, because I played just like him. Yep.
Now we got it uncovered. You want to be Paul Pierce is your doppelganger. That's who you think you want to be.
Paul Pierce.
Yep. I'm not even. I got caught. I'm Paul Pierce. I'm like, man, that sort of do make sense. But
I don't think much. Okay, so now we got it. So, Paul Pierce. Nah, man. When I look at the Celtics when they won, I'm like, they didn't win it because of Pierce. They won it because of Garnett, and they won it because of Ray.
I would say Rondo and Paul Pierce won them that.
I know you would, because both those guys are slow of foot.
No, Rondo's not slow. Oh, Rondo. Only reason I like Rondo, Kentucky boy. I ride with Kentucky, and he was a good point guard.
I think he's done in the NBA. You know what he did, right?
Nope.
He got a little physical with his wife, and it's a little crazy. I don't know what roster he's on, but he got in trouble last year. You didn't know
he was on the Cavs last year.
No, he got let go, or maybe it was an off-season situation, but I don't know where Rondo is these days. I like Rondo too, but
is Dwight Howard on the team? I wonder if Dwight Howard's on the team.
What team?
I'm asking, is he on a team? Because I'd rather have Dwight Howard than Robin Lopez. I'm not gonna lie. And I think Dwight Howard.
Rondo is not on the team right now.
Okay. And what do you think about maybe the Cavs adding Carmelo? How's that sound?
Like an idea I never want.
Really? I don't know.
Man, you keep pulling up these old, decrepit,
900-year-old he still put the ball. If you can still put that ball in the hoop, nothing else matters. And we're not asking him to play 40 minutes a game. Give me 10 minutes. Anthony. Give me 10, 15 minutes off the bench.
I don't want Carmelo Anthony. I don't want him.
I think he'd be good for the locker room too. I
don't want him. I don't want
old vet.
Yuck.
I don't know how I feel about Melo winning the ring.
I got.
What's your hate against Melo?
I've got Kevin Love. I've got Ricky Rubio. You talk about old guys in the locker room. We got some. I don't want Carmelo.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have. I don't know. He's a free agent. I've sign him to a veteran minimum.
So Carmelo's free agent.
Yep.
I wonder why the Lakers let him go.
Because they're trying to get younger. I mean, the Lakers have a whole new roster. You can't even tell me 5 players on the Lakers right now.
Okay. Yeah,
so I mean, I can, but I don't know if you can. But I don't know.
Well, at least we uncovered one thing today: that Paul Pierce weird affection that you had.
It's not weird. It's just Paul Pierce a father. Kansas. He's been hooping.
Oh man, I didn't. When I think about my boys and them playing and their game or whatever, So interestingly enough, my oldest son is like Mike Adams said in his delivery. Mikey's truly the fastest. And Mikey could have done a whole lot more athletically if he wasn't distracted. Mm-hmm. It's like you, my boy, distracted. And then I look at Adam, brings a different set. He's probably the most cerebral athlete of my boys.
So what's that, like all around?
No, cerebral's more of a thinker.
Oh, okay.
And then Paul naturally is probably the best athlete, just naturally, straight up. Mm-hmm. And because he started off young, but then that growth thing kind of messed him up too. When he didn't grow. And then John, you were absolutely a lesson in fact that it's never too late to start, because you didn't really get athletic till you're 10 or 11.
Right.
So I mean, you probably had the biggest gap to come, and you did a really good job with that, except for the distractions. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm just saying that looking at my boys, honestly, a couple of days ago, I was thinking about it, that Mikey truly was super gifted and dude could fly. just
Right.
stinking since the beginning. And I didn't know Adam could run so fast until I think he probably used that as some kind of an inspiration. I got it in me. Mikey's fast. I guess I'm fast too. And he really, really was. And then, basketball, Adam's pretty good at basketball, but whatever that I don't know, that athleticism that Paul had, little next level stuff, he didn't embrace it quite as much, but still just did really a good job.
Man, I think Adam should have played football.
No, football's for idiots.
No, wide receiver.
Yeah, it is.
5, fast.
Football is for idiots. Football's for
That's
idiots.
Megatron Jr.
Let me ask you a question. It's not if you, man. Look,
I played football.
Football is a
that hard,
collision. It's a collision sport.
Mhm.
Your body only has so many collisions in it. It's a collision sport. Look at Tua last night.
Right.
I mean, you only have so many collisions in your body. It's just almost like when you're playing baseball, you only have so many swings. I don't know if you've ever been in the batting cage, like, oh man, that's 55 swings. I don't have any league left, Yeah,
right.
But your body only has so many collisions in it, and these dudes, man.
I mean, you got to think though.
I
don't. I mean, it is contact. You are taking a risk, but I mean, look how many players. They're fine.
And there's probably quite a few that are not fine. And again, I get it.
Right.
I'm
so
I'm
it's just like
basketball is a contact sport, but football is a collision sport.
Right.
And how many of those was your body built for?
Hey, we can bounce back from anything. I'm serious, but I don't know. But 6'5", who was the Aaron Hernandez? Yeah, he went crazy and committed murders and then killed himself in prison. Yeah, but everyone doesn't have what's it called, MTE or something like that. I think it's called,
or CTE
or CTE. Whatever it is. Everybody.
That's what's concussion. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody doesn't get that. Some guys have great careers and are on TV, and you know what I'm saying. Like,
think about this too, John.
Imagine Tony Gonzalez. He's like Adam's like a Tony Gonzalez size.
I get you. I mean, and even you can use another good example is Jeff Saturday. So Jeff Saturday played for the Colts, and he was a lineman.
Oh, right.
Lineman, every time the ball is snapped, collision.
Doing.
Collision. So 90 collisions. And that ain't even counting practice.
Right. Right. So
after a while, man.
I feel like it's just depending on the person, really, honestly.
No, it's not. If you hit me, I had nothing to do with it. What are you talking about?
No. I'm saying like if you get like CTE or you know what I'm saying, or you get that. You got you gotta, I don't know. Being a wide receiver, how many wide receivers that have like, you know what I'm saying, trouble? Look at Chad Johnson. He's good.
He's been crazy though when he was playing, and so was Terrell Owens. They start off crazy. Hey, is your boy Odell getting picked up?
Johnson tried to chip block Ray Lewis and got melted straight in the dirt. And look at him today; he's perfectly fine. I mean, come on.
What's going on with what's going on with your boy Odell?
Oh, he's still recovering from ACL. He's not gonna. I mean, I feel like he needs to either go to Buffalo. If he wants to win another ship, he needs to go to Buffalo. I mean, he can even come back to Cleveland, really. I mean, we need him. That's what I would like. But to be realistic, I'd say Buffalo and Tampa Bay are his two destinations he needs to decide from.
The rumor right now is Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and they got so many injuries. They Julio, he's injured always. They got Mike Evans. He's going to come back. He served the game suspension. Chris Godwin, he's hurt.
That was my guy a couple years ago.
Gage, he's hurt. They got a lot of guys that are just injured. It's like an injury bug going around.
Well, that's because it's a collision sport.
I mean, it's football. It's football. So, everybody's hurt. Everybody's hurt.
Collisions. All right, man. So we talked about the Cavs a little bit. We talked about football. What else is hot in your suit?
Well, what do you think about the Browns losing to the Jets?
Okay, so defensively,
and they came back and beat the Steelers.
The Steelers aren't very good. And let me just give you my thoughts, and I'll let you drive on those.
The Jets aren't very good either.
Offensively, the Browns have an excellent team, a lot of weapons. They could use someone faster than Amari Cooper, which Mitchell Schwartz are trying to grow him to do that. Like you like to stretch the field, but Schwartz hasn't shown he can catch the ball with consistency. But I like what I see. I like him going to Njoku more. He was underutilized, I think, in the past. So there's a lot of good things going on. Hunt and Chubb are just death and deather. It's just
two-headed dragon.
Right. Yeah. So I'm thrilled about that. I do have my problems. I think the Browns' defensive line is a B plus. It's really strong. I don't see enough out of linebackers consistently. I can't say that they're that great.
And we just lost Anthony Walker for the year.
Well, let me just make my point about them, not just about individuals. I'm just saying I don't see consistent defensive play and defensive backfield play. I'm cool with the line. But those two things right now are the death of us. And it's early in the season, and I think that there's a possibility to get better. One thing I will point out about Steeler game, and I'll let you drive after this, is that we had two linebackers get hurt. And then the substitutes or whoever the guys behind them came in the second half, they shut the Steelers down. And I thought that's very interesting that the second string linebackers, honestly,
Jacob Phillips and
they performed better than the first string linebackers, specifically in that game. And it's funny, defensive line, they got to do their job. They didn't sack what's his face the other night. I was bummed out about that. So that meant that since the line wasn't penetrating like they should, the linebackers and the D-backs had to step it up a bit, and I think that they did. But they are our weakness. The linebackers and the defensive backs are the weakness on this team. Everything else is pretty darn good. B plus in every other category. That's my take.
Yeah, I don't know.
I disagree with you, man. Come on, it's too easy.
Yeah, our defensive line, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's good at all. I don't even think it's a B. I think it's more like a D.
What?
The only two people we have is really Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney. Like, those are the only two people making noise. People, we're lucky. I mean, did you see against the Jets? Like, wow, where was the defensive line? No sacks, no pressure on the quarterback. Joe Flacco threw for like 300 yards, and he just had all day to throw, all day, just sitting back there, just waiting. Our DBs are definitely struggling. I don't know what's going on with Denzel Ward. We paid him $100 million. He said, "Oh, I got my check. It's time to take a break or something." I don't know what the heck's going on with him. He's been getting beat. Stuff that's not normal from Denzel. Like missed tackles. Just I don't know what's going on. But to be honest with you, I don't know. I just think we need to change our defensive scheme up. It's just Joe Woods. I don't know if we need to get him out of here or what, because he does not make adjustments well. Like he doesn't adjust. Like he doesn't go into halftime like, all right, we need to do this different now because they're doing this. It's like he tries to stay with the same plan the whole game. And a great coach knows how to adjust on the fly, and he does not know how to adjust on the fly. So I think we need to start making some moves.
Already?
There's no reason the Jets put up 30 points on us. There's no excuse in the world.
Well, you can't just use one game, John.
Oh, well, guess what? You can. You can. Every game we have, we given up at least 20, 25 points.
Okay, so the Browns this year have scored 85 points and given up 72.
That's not good enough.
It's early, man. It's 3
We need
games.
to give up like more like 50. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's 3 games. Relax.
Yeah, but 3 games is those are big games though. That's a conference game. One game was a conference game. One game you lost.
I'm trying to find their statistics. As we talk here.
What's it called? But our linebackers, I don't know. Our linebackers are young. We definitely need. I would say we need some more linebackers. But Jacob, whatever, Kuzume, number 28. I forget. I don't know how to say his name. I just butchered his name, but
yeah,
number 28. He's solid. He's gonna be great. He's gonna be great.
I love it how you sometimes will talk about team sports and just base it on individuals.
Yeah, but those individuals are big parts in the chessboard. It's like that's like your night or something. You know what I'm saying? That's you gotta have. You know what I'm saying?
So listen, the team stats for the Browns, they have given up 104 attempts. They've given up 720 yards in the air
in 3 games. That's.
I know. And
That's
they've also, let me see, rushing. They've given up. Okay, wow. They've only given up 251 yards rushing in 3 games, but they've rushed for 572. Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
I think Chubb's leading the league in rushing yards.
Say it again.
I think Chubb's leading the league in rushing yards.
But,
hopefully he gets that this year.
And it's funny, he's a part-time player with Kareem Hunt. But they basically they've only had 1 turnover, 1 interception, and they've caused 5. So that's good. But they've given up 5 touchdown passes and had 4. And they're giving up yards per pass is 6.5, and actually we're getting 5.9. So we
how you think Jacoby looks so far?
I don't know. He seems a little bit reserved, but every week seems to be getting a little bit stronger. I have no problem with it. I have no problem. But back to the comparison here. So yeah, they've given up 720 yards in the air in 3 games, and that's a lot.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what the average is on that. Divide that by
the league. I don't know, but let's just put it like this: we've passed for 564, so that's well over 200 yards difference. But then we
and look at the quarterbacks we faced, though. Look at the quarterbacks. This is the problem I have. Look at the quarterbacks we faced. 40-year-old Joe Flacco, Mitchell Trubisky. Who did we play week 1?
Baker.
Oh yeah, Baker. Yeah, he didn't do nothing. But that's who I really want to talk about. This is who I really want to talk about. Baker Mayfield. Man, did you see? I don't know. They haven't. I don't even think they won a game yet.
Yeah, they did. They beat somebody last Sunday.
Did they play the Saints? I think.
Yeah, they beat the Saints.
They beat the Saints?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, they beat the Saints. Well, they got lucky. And
you don't know anything about the game. You didn't even know.
I don't. I know they got lucky.
Because you're right. I did sometime this weekend, but I never got around to it. I saw that they had won. I'm like, what did they do to win? So you and I didn't watch those highlights, so I really can't comment.
Yeah, the defense must have won them because I know Baker ain't win that game.
Yeah, well, they're 1-2 now.
Won that game for them.
They're 1-2, and they beat St. Louis. I'm sorry, they played St. Louis. They played the Cardinals this week. But yeah,
and that's another team that's been struggling too is the Cardinals. That's crazy.
Yeah, they really are struggling too. So yeah,
and they usually start off hot. And then start to fade away through the end of the year. So I don't know what's going on in Arizona right now. But they got a lot of injuries too. AJ Green was hurt. JJ Watt was hurt. They got a couple injuries, big key injuries.
Don't forget the best hands in the league is out.
He said, I don't know. I don't really know.
DeAndre?
Yeah, he said something about it was like
defend him.
No, I'm just telling you what he said. I ain't got to defend nobody. Shoot, that ain't my job. But
sometimes you like to defend these bad boys, saying the system is against them.
I mean, the system is against them.
Multi-billionaires and the system's against them.
Yeah,
billionaires.
I mean, some stuff is just ridiculous, though. Like, I don't know. That's another day. That's another day.
You gotta take your emotion. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Yeah, but
if you break the law, you gotta do the thing. You gotta suffer the consequences. If I'm speeding on the freeway and I'm going 75 miles an hour and 55, I don't care what I tell the officer.
Right. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Myles Garrett got in a car accident. He was going 65 into 45 and flipped his Porsche.
Yep. Is he playing on Saturday or Sunday?
If I was the Browns, if I was
Do you
looking
know
out for
for
the
sure?
human.
I'm not asking about your feelings. Did you know if he? Have you
No, I
heard?
don't know.
Oh,
It's like, pending type. It's all
I
up to
think
the
there's some
medical staff.
people. There's some medical professionals that know a little bit more than you about what.
Yeah, there's some,
Whatever.
yeah, but
No, I don't know. Tell me.
they're gonna be pretty traumatized. I mean, think about it. If you were driving, right, and you had a Porsche right going 65, and if you seen the car, like what it looked like afterwards, you'd be like, dang, man, like sit down, take a week to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get
Listen,
your head
man.
together, you know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah,
come
they
back.
only had 17 weeks to make that that Skrilla, and then
Hey,
also the point is that the
those 17
hospital
weeks ain't
said
more important than the
no
person, though.
broken
People getting it
bones,
wrong, though. It's about the
no
person.
broken bones, and no life-threatening injury.
Sometimes your brain can be a life-threatening injury, trauma.
But John, they have physicians and trainers, and those guys know a little bit more about it than you and I.
I
So you're
understand, but if
saying
I
if
was
you
looking
were
out for
him,
the
you take the
person,
week off?
the human, if I was looking out for the person, forget the football stuff. If I'm looking out for the person, I'm telling him, you know what? Tell me if you feel like you ready to play. If you're not ready to play,
They probably
I'm
asked him
good
if
with
he
that. You
wanted
know
to
what I'm
play.
saying?
They probably asked
He
him
hasn't
that
been at
question.
practice. He
You don't
hasn't
know if
practiced.
no, it
He
says he
just returned to
didn't
the facility
practice.
yesterday.
It said he didn't practice. I saw it earlier. It
Yeah.
didn't say that he did. It says he didn't go.
No, yesterday was his first day back to the facility. He has not practiced since that car crash.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Right.
But
So
again,
that's
I
what I'm
don't know.
saying.
Is he practicing today?
They probably practicing as we speak, so I don't really know.
I'm just saying that I'm too far removed from it to know whether he should play or not. I understand he trashed his car, the trauma involved with that, but he has no life-threatening injuries. Maybe he wants to play. It's what he loves to do, bro.
Oh yeah, if he's saying, I'm ready, then shoot, all right, go ahead. But I'm letting him make that call. I'm not gonna call it for him if I'm the coach.
Understood. And I don't think anyone would do that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, you see with this Tua situation, the guy 4 days ago was just didn't know what day it was, didn't even know where he was at, and they threw him right back in the game.
Well, if you've been around any competitive athletes, you know that they still want to go.
Yeah, for sure. But as a coach though, you're supposed to. You know what? Mike Tomlin had a great example. You know who Ryan Clark is? You know who Ryan Clark is.
Yeah,
so Ryan Clark,
not a fan.
Oh, you don't have to be a fan, but Ryan Clark had he got called what's called sickle cell, right?
Yeah.
And the doctor medically cleared him to play in Denver. He was able to play, but Mike Tomlin said, "You know what? I'm not going to play you this week. You got to sit it down." Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's as a coach, it's you're the leader. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be looking out for the safety of these guys, because they still at the end of the day are human beings. They ain't just players. You know what I'm saying? They still got a family to go home to. You got to look out as a coach. That's your responsibility. You're supposed to be looking out for your players. And the Dolphins, how they just. If I was a coach and I seen a guy get back up and then start walking and then just fall back down, there's no way in hell you're going right back in.
And he didn't go right back in. He didn't go right back in. He was back, taken back and tested.
You're right. After that, though, it was halftime.
And he looked at coach and said, I want to play.
Man, okay. No. I don't care what you're talking. I don't care if you want to play. My job is to look out for you. So I'm not playing you. Just go sit down. There's a warm seat on the bench that was kept for you. Sit down and, let Teddy Bridgewater come in and, we'll come back next week, go through all this medical stuff and see if you're good. But they didn't do that. They threw him right back in the fire.
Only rock I'll throw into that washing machine is this one. It's not high school. It's not even college.
Right.
This is a man.
Right.
He makes his own decisions.
That's where you go wrong. He's not the coach of the team. The coach of the team.
If he tells the coach, look, coach, I'm ready to go in.
Right.
I feel like I can.
Right.
And the coach says, you got to remember, it's a long-term relationship. Coach has got to look at him and go, I love you, man, but it's not good today. Or, you know what? I believe in you, son. I believe in you. I'm putting you back out there. So that it can really have a lot of variables, is what I'm getting
at. But again, though, even if someone, I don't care if he's a man or not, at the end of the day, your responsibility as a coach is to be the leader of the team.
He is being a leader.
No, that's not being a leader. That's if anything, you're letting your quarterback be the leader of the whole team. You know, okay, he's gonna come back and say, "Oh yeah, I'm ready," and throw him in. As a competitor, as a coach, you know that these guys are gonna be competitive. You're gonna know they want to play every down, even if they have a torn ACL, they still want to get back out there. But you need to be the leader, the head honcho, and put your foot down if you are that, and say, you know what, I don't care what you're talking about, go sit down.
If that was in,
coach, you know,
what's their coach's name? Mike something. What's their coach? What's the coach name there in Miami? Mike something
or something like
that. Yeah. So if coach had searched his heart and his mind and felt comfortable putting Tua in, I don't have a criticism of that. Not at all. But you know, I realized you have the best background, man. Because you're truly in your own world.
Yep. I'm out of my world, man. That's me looking at everybody else. I'm on my own planet.
Too funny. All right,
don't
man.
let it go. Don't let it go over your head, though. What do you think about the Guardians?
Well, you know, I'm a regular
World Series or nah?
Regular attendant. You know, I see how they could make it. It would be fantastic if they made it. But like I told you, I'm going to go with the Mets and the Yankees in the Subway Series, just because I'm watching a little bit of ESPN. I don't like them very much, but I'm watching a little bit of ESPN, and they just spend so much time showing Yankee and East Coast sports and stuff like that. And, you know, baseball's so lopsided where, you know, the payroll of the Mets and the Yankees is well over 200,000. The Indians is 58,000. The Baltimore Orioles are under 40 million. I'm sorry, millions. He's got, so they better have better players if they're paying a bankroll of 268 million. So saying that, I love to see it when the underdog wins and comes ahead, but reality tells me that more money you throw at stuff, the more you're going to get. And so the Dodgers have the highest payroll in baseball. The Yankees have the second highest. The Mets in Atlanta and Houston are all in the top 5. So they have all kinds of money, and so they're going to attract the best players. They're big cities. The guy's thinking, I'm going to get the most money as I can. Real quick, Jose Ramirez probably pissed off the baseball
World
Players Association because he left $50 million on the table to go somewhere else. He said, I love Cleveland. I love being here. And so Lindor didn't do that. CC Sabathia didn't do that. Jim Thome didn't do that. Manny Ramirez didn't do that. I watched all those guys grow up here and then say, look, man, somebody's throwing $25 million a year. I mean, I got to go. And I go, I probably would too. But I don't want baseball to have a salary cap. Everything has a salary cap except baseball. So,
you know what's crazy? I forgot to touch on this Ime Udoka situation. Man, I can't stand ESPN, man. You know, all they do is try to bring down the coach. But what about the women? You know what I'm saying? It's like they are like he just took advantage of this woman or something. Like, no, it was a consensual relationship. So that means both parties is equal guilty. Why are we only talking about the coach? What about the women? Why aren't we holding the women in the facility accountable? There ain't no. It's in the Malika Andrews. My gosh, get her off TV and bring Rachel Nichols back, please. Get her off, because everything she says is just trying to bring down the coach and bring down black men. Like, she doesn't ever, in anything she ever says, it's never nothing good about black men. It's like she hates being black or something. Like, she wishes she was white or something. Like, it's crazy how she just talks. Like, Kendrick Perkins was talking and saying, you know, how about we hold both? And she cut him off and was like, no, we need to be focused on Ime Udoka. And like, well, why? I mean, he didn't commit a crime. I mean, he might have did something that was against the rules of the Celtics organization, but he didn't commit any legal crime. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure there's been other owners, other coaches, other people in that kind of circle that have done the same thing Ime Udoka has. But it's just not getting covered, and it hasn't been came out publicly. I'm 100% sure there is. I mean, it's almost like it's human like. I mean, you travel with these people, you know what I'm saying? You're traveling with these people, you're seeing them almost every day. Sometimes, people are humans. People, So I don't get why everybody's just holding the coach account, like bashing the coach. But what about the woman?
He's been bashed.
Oh, he's been bashed. Oh, he'll never coach again in the NBA. He's getting blackballed. He's
All right,
getting
let me ask you a
blackballed.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Loyalty is important, right?
Very.
So most of my children are involved in relationships.
Mhm.
Some of them are married.
Right.
But if they were involved in a second relationship, I wouldn't be real happy about it.
Right. That's understandable. But that's as humans, though, we make mistakes. You know what I'm saying?
We make decisions.
Doesn't make it any more right. Doesn't make
We
it
make
any more right.
decisions. First of all, only thing I'm gonna say is take that word mistake out of it. We make decisions.
Right, but those decisions are sometimes mistakes. They're not the best decisions. So
Go on.
It happens, though. You know what I'm saying? It happens. So
Yeah.
and he's not the first coach to ever do this.
The Celtics is like they're probably looking at themselves as like a family, and our family has rules, respect, traditions, things you want to do.
Now,
so the Celtics are disciplining him.
What about the woman?
I don't know anything about the woman.
Right. All we know is about what the coach did. But why aren't we knowing anything about
I don't even know what he did.
Right. He slept. I think he slept with one of the workers and one of the people in the facility.
That's the deal, John. That's why I discredit so many. You get Malika Andrews, all these people. These people are talking about stuff. Either they have more facts than we do,
but they don't even know. They don't even know. Matt Barnes. They came online. Matt Barnes came on and was like, he was like, they don't even want to say what he's done, but it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. It takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? So if we're gonna hear about Udoka, well, we need to hear about the woman too. When we didn't know who the woman is, and she needs to be fired or suspended, just as he was.
The only reason I will defend not knowing who she is
what?
That
we got to protect her.
No,
get out of here.
Don't put words in my mouth. Wait till I
right.
finish. If you were dealing with a high school teacher and a student, right?
Yeah.
The teacher, as is the coach, is in an authoritative position.
Right.
And they can fire, they can give someone a bad grade, they can cause issues or challenges for that person because they're in a position of authority. So the reason why he, I believe, is being made such a issue at this point is that he's not a subordinate. He's a leader. He's in the position of the Celtics as a leader. His activity, his wrong activity was not the activity that you want your leader to project. So her activity in it, she may have done it because she wanted to, but there's another factor, like, if I don't do this, I could get blackballed. If I don't do this, I won't ever get that promotion. If I don't do this, my career would be ruined. So there can be that element as well. When you're in authority, people are looking for you to lead. So I'm not saying that's all, but you can't ignore that element of it, is that he was in a position of authority. So that's all. And I don't even know what he did yet. I have no idea.
All we know, I mean, he had a relationship with a woman.
Fiance, Nia Long, she's fine as wine.
Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know what he's looking for.
Yeah, I don't know. He's tripping, but I don't know what he's doing, but he's definitely tripping. But
all right. Well, listen, I got to put you on
radio. Black culture. You can't fumble that bag. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Don't you dare stereotype me. Don't you stereotype me.
I'm just saying she's one of the black famous people that are, like, she's up there in the rankings.
And whatever. That's
no, I ain't talking about. I'm just saying that she got a lot of prestige. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what he's, a beautiful woman like that. I'm not sure what he's looking for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But all I know is that all we heard was one side of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we
you
haven't even heard the whole.
I don't know if we're ever going to get the other side. I don't really care to. I got enough to do.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. To me, this is another reason. Like, this is not the first time a coach has slept with someone in the facility or something. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what he did, bro. You keep trying to kind of figure it out.
I mean, what's the consensual? What does consensual relationship mean?
It means that I want to do this, and so did you. However,
Okay.
like I said earlier, if you're in an authoritative position, sometimes you kind of, if the boss comes on to a girl, she's like, "Man, I might lose my job if I don't do this." So who knows?
No, that's you know what that sounds
real.
like to me. You know what
That's
that
real.
sounds like to me.
That's real. It happens, man.
Huh? Doesn't
Sounds
make it
like
right just because they. Oh well, I felt like I had to do this because he was my boss. Yeah, that sounds. You know what that sounds like? An excuse. It sounds weak, and it sounds like you don't have any self-control of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay.
But
all right, I got a boogie on, man.
all right. Well, sure. I'm not gonna be up here talking to myself all day. You know, I can do it for days.
Talk to your audience, man. You can talk to your audience.
Oh, what's it called?
Monologue.
Hold on, before you get out of here, top 5.
Yes,
give me some top 5 MVP candidates for this year in NBA.
NBA MVP?
Yeah, give me 5 of them.
5.
Yeah, just give me 5 people who are going to be in like the running for it. You know.
Jimmy Butler.
Wow.
Steph Curry as always.
John's face.
Steph Curry as always.
He's a Jimmy Butler. All right. Steph Curry. Who else?
As always. LeBron will be there.
Right.
As always. Then I think Mr. Booker is going to turn it up another notch this year and get more out of Devin Booker.
I'm not gonna lie, Phoenix on the.
You asked me for my 5, right?
Okay, yep.
I got one more.
Yep.
It's not as much as I want it to be a big man's game, it's not anymore. So I'm probably overlooking somebody, but I am thinking, like I said, who did I say? Jimmy Butler. I said Steph Curry, LeBron James, Devin Booker, and probably Jason Tatum.
Wow. So what about the 2-time reigning MVP? You got Jokic, who just won it back to back. You know, you're a big guy.
You're right. I overlooked the Joker. It's kind of like you can't put me on the spot, man. I'm like, huh? What am I supposed to do with this, huh?
Oh, right. Well, who you got winning it? You got
NBA?
those 5. Who you got winning it out of those 5?
I hate to say it, the Warriors again.
I'm saying the MVP. So you got Curry winning the MVP?
Yeah, and I got the Warriors winning it all again. I hate them.
Oh, okay.
So hate them.
You can't hate winnings. You know, it's hard to hate a winner.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
it sounds like, you just hate haterade, drink some more haterade.
I'm sick of the Warriors. I loved it when they were losing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I probably got Joker, Joel Embiid,
Embiid. Yeah, you're right. You put me on the spot,
Tatum,
man.
Jason Tatum. I'm coming off the spot. I'm coming off hot too.
I'm not as
talented. LeBron. He's always in there. 5. Let's go.
James Harden.
That's a good one. But I'm gonna say Kevin Durant.
So Kyrie, huh?
No. Kyrie's not an MVP type. He'll never be MVP. He's not that. He's not the most valuable player ever on his team.
Yeah, Kyrie.
By himself, Kyrie can't even get to the playoffs. Can't even win 20 games.
Hey, I just bought a book, man. Jonathan Isaac. Know who he is?
Yep, Orlando Magic.
Got it.
Florida State.
I forgot what his book is. The title of it is, but it's about him standing up and not kneeling, doing the BLM stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I bought his book. I'm gonna check it out where his head is.
He's a good player. Long stretch.
Too.
Long. He's a long. He got long arm. He's real tall. Plays the 3, 4. He's a good player.
That's the guys we need to elevate. Guys that want to stand up and have their own say. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the Magic.
I'm ready.
I did tell you that though. Look out for the Magic this year. Look out for the Magic. Good young team, ballers.
I'm running. I'm going
All
golfing.
right. Oh, okay.
I'm
I'll
golfing.
see you later. Thank you for coming today.
All right, Big Papa.
Y'all.
See you. See
Have
you
fun
the next
golfing.
one. Yeah. All right, Tiger.
Man, you're the star of the show. Happy birthday.
Yeah, man. You know,
What's your
26.
how old are you now?
Shoot, 26.
What's 26 years of wisdom got you saying to the world if you could give them 3 sentences to live their life by?
3 sentences to live their life by.
3 sentences or less.
How about 3 words?
Do it.
I would say, loyalty, respect, and integrity. Those are my 3 words.
That's what 26 years got you.
Yep. It taught me. Yep.
All right. What do you got to tell the fans to get ready for the next episode?
What do we got? Shoot. You guys look forward to seeing my face. No, probably some more. We got a Browns. I know I would like to have some comments. What people want to hear. What what I'm saying. Some debates or whatever. Not even debates, but conversation about whatever. What do they want to hear about? That's why I feel like I need to engage with the viewership more and find out what are their really interests in. You know what I'm saying? And then go off of that. I feel like I need to do that. Do like a quick survey or you know what I'm saying? Or
There you go.
type something. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really.
We'll do a Google form. If you could send me 5 questions you want to ask the audience, and I'll make a survey for you. You can send it out.
Well, that's easy. I got 5 questions right now. Can you take them down now?
Write
you
them
wanna-
down and email them to me so that way I don't forget.
Okay.
I got anything in front of me right now.
All right, I got you. Definitely, most definitely. Well, I think that's a good closing point for today.
Yep.
We're gonna wrap this bad boy up. All right. Well, today was brought to you by ix9.shop. And again, that's ix9.shop. Visit that and get some crazy, crazy apparel. It's good. It feels good. It looks good. You know what they say? You look good, feel good, you're going to play good. So, you know what I'm saying? I have some myself. I wear it all the time. Get you some. Use the code NEXTLEVEL35 for 35% off of your next purchase. And again, that's ix9.shop. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a good week.